Hello, I'm just going to take you through our brand new schools entrance assessment group transfer test practice papers. So basically the AQE and GL exams, which have been running for the past, 13, 14 years, they no longer exist. So a new company, which is called Schools Entrance Assessment Group, or SEAG for short, has taken over the running of the tests. And there's just going to be one test for everyone. So there's no separate AQE and GL anymore. And there's going to be two papers set over 2 weekends in November. So what we've done is we've rewritten all our practice papers to the specification of the new SEAG tests and the format of these tests. So basically, these tests are written by GL assessment. So if you're used to AQE style papers, it is a little bit different. But the curriculum in itself hasn't changed. So if you are teaching your own child and you've taught your other children previously, you don't need to worry about the curriculum changing. It's the same thing, but the style of the questions and the format is different. So we have rewritten all our levelled papers. So we have 3 levels, level 1 being the easiest level with reduced curriculum and timings. Then level 2, a little bit more curriculum, a little bit more length of paper. And then level 3 is our test level papers. So I'm just going to take you through the 3 levels so you can see them. So our level 1 papers are quite short. The time limit is 30 minutes and there are 30 questions. So there will be 5 questions to do with spelling, and you can see that there's a line and then we have A, B, C, D written underneath. The children have to read the line and find the spelling mistake. So you can see that said has been spelt incorrectly in this line. So the answer is A, and they mark that on their marking sheet, which I'll show you once I've gone through the papers. So that's the spelling section. We then have a grammar section, and this is completely new. Nothing like this existed before in the AQE or the former GL tests that were sat in previous years. So it takes the children through lots of different grammar skills, so conjunctions, prepositions, verbs, past and present tense, future and conditional tenses, superlative and comparative, proper nouns, loads of collective nouns, loads of different things they have to learn for this, and we have a great revision book that covers all of that curriculum. We're then into the English section. So you'll notice that if you're used to GL style, AQE style papers, this is different. The lines are numbered and the questions will refer to those lines. So we have in our level 1 papers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiple choice questions, followed by 3 free form answer questions, which they will write on their answer sheet. So the sorts of questions you might get in the free form answers are you're finding, one word, which means the same as finding a noun, or looking at parts of speech. So nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and so on. Then we're into our maths section. So again, level 1 is reduced content. And we have our multiple choice questions followed by our free form answer questions. So that's level 1. Level 2, you can see that we've upped the time to 45 minutes and there are now 40 questions. So we're just increasing it slowly, just making sure your child knows the curriculum and is building in confidence as they go. So the first section again is a spelling section in this particular paper, although it could be a punctuation section. We have either spelling or punctuation. And then we have our grammar section, same as before, 5 questions, and then we're into our comprehension. This time it's a poem. So we have slightly more questions, multiple choice, followed by free form. And then we're into our maths section. Again, we have increased the curriculum and we have increased the number of questions. And you can view the curriculum for each of our levels on our website on our levels explanation page. And it'll take you through exactly what's in each section of the maths and English curriculum for the levels. So that's level 2. And then finally we're on to level 3. Level 3 is test level. So this is the standard that your child will sit in November. It's a 60-minute test and it's a 56 questions, each worth 1 mark, which is exactly the same as the test they'll sit in November. So you can see it starts off exactly the same as before. We have our spelling section, 5 questions. We have our grammar section, 5 questions. And then we have our punctuation mistakes section, 5 questions. So they're looking for a mistake in the punctuation. So you can see if we look at number 12, you can see the answer is B. There's a question mark after ORAT, and that's incorrect. So moving on, we have another poem in this particular paper. The lines are numbered again, and you can see in the questions that they might refer to those lines, so you know where to look. So more questions this time, 7 multiple choice followed by 6 free-form answers. And then we're into our maths, and again we have the full curriculum this time. So they're level 3 papers. If you go through them all, you'll have covered the full AQE curriculum. AQE curriculum. SEAG curriculum. I haven't got used to the terminology yet. So we have our multiple choice and then followed by our free form answers. So they're writing their answer on the marking sheet, which I will show you now. So this is a level 3, so test level marking sheet. So the children do not record their answers on the actual paper, they record them on this marking sheet. And it says, please mark the boxes with a thin horizontal line like this. So the first 5 questions are spelling section, and you can see it's A, B, C, D, N. So sometimes there will not be a mistake on a line, and that's when they mark N, no mistake. The middle, number 6 and number 10 is A, B, C, D, E. That's the grammar section. And then we have our punctuation section, A, B, C, D, E, so A, B, C, D, N. Again, no mistake for N. And then we're into our English comprehension multiple choice questions. And then this is where they write their free form answers. So they write them in the box. Maths, slightly different. They've actually written the answers on the pupil marking sheet, which I think is actually quite useful for maths, making sure that they transfer their answer to the right box. So you can see that that's all there, and then the free form answers are at the bottom. So I hope that's given you a little bit of an understanding of what the SEAG format and is like. Like I said, it hasn't really changed. The curriculum has not changed, but the format has changed, and you can view our levels explanation page and find out what's exactly in each level on our website. Thanks very much.